All right, a set of Chesapeake, Virginia siblings made history when they became the first black triplets to enlist together in the Navy.
In the Navy, that's right. Adrian and his siblings, brother Ariane and sister Andrea, began talking about joining the Navy back in high school, which is a decision their parents made years earlier before meeting aboard the USS Arctic in 1999. Now, Dad, Andre, says he joined the Navy to escape from the limited future from growing up in the projects.
Arian is stationed in Norfolk and Andrea is at Oceana in Virginia Beach. Adrian has not received his assignment just yet. I think that is so exciting. I was reading a little bit more into the story. You see Dad and Mom there. Sutton, I believe, is the last name. And they actually met on that ship prior to its deployment. She said she saw him walking by and she was like, ooh, and she knew that was her man. And of course, they got together and started a family. And they've since, finished their duty. And the dad is so inspired by the triplets. He's now going to join the Navy Reserves so he can serve alongside his triplets because he is so excited and so proud of them. So that's an amazing story.
It is an amazing story
of service.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's an amazing story, and it's so wonderful to see so many more examples of how we show up for our country.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is a black family that's proud to serve in this country's military. A historic first, black triplets, serving in the Navy, right? And so, that's why when some people try to act like we don't love this country, we got lots of love for this country. We love it enough to make sure, that we are all safe and protected.
Speaking of historic firsts, we know the VP just wrapped up some time in Africa and you joined her.
I did.
Talk a little bit about, that experience. I saw you posting on social media, I'm sitting here watching the press conferences and the meetings with the dignitaries by way of your feed, and all of a sudden a zebra walks by. I'm like, this is coming to America, political edition.
No zebras were harmed in the organizing of that press conference.
Like? It was so vibrant and colorful.
Yeah. I mean, it was a dream assignment, and big thanks to the team that really sort of showed up, in the gap, because it happened very quickly.
Right.
And I look forward to sort of sharing that story in depth as I'm still processing it.
Sure.
But it was an incredible experience traveling from DC to Ghana to Tanzania to Zambia, along with the vice president, who had something to say, about investing more in Africa and turning the page. Typically you have heads of state, heads of government that make visits to Africa that are more about humanitarian support, more about public health support. She's saying, we need to bet on black. We need to invest in Africa.
And she was talking to young people. It was about the young movement there, the future.
She was talking to young people. Now. She was talking to the community of content creators there. She was talking about narrowing the gender gap that exists on the continent. Right now, I think 2/3 of folks on the internet that have access to the internet in Africa are men. And so think about the digital economy and opportunities for digital inclusion.
Acknowledged your birthday, which was April 1st, so happy belated. You got a little birthday song and cake and so on and so forth on Air Force Two.
I did.
Nice.
It was very nice.
Very nice.
But so much more to share about that trip, and I look forward to sharing more in the coming weeks.
We can't wait.